Hey everyone, it's Nightaro here, and who am I with?
My name is Octavian. I'm one of the developers on, well, both PoE1 and PoE2.
Okay, cool. And what do you do for the company?
I work in both testing as well as design. So I do some design work primarily for the first game and a lot of QA and testing for the second.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And so today here, you're demoing PoE2 for everybody?
Yeah, so this is the first act of Path of Exile 2. We have a few classes. We have Warrior, Ranger, and Sorcerer. So melee, bow, and casting.
Cool. And we're actually reshooting. I came in yesterday. We got to try the new version.
Yeah.
And got the WASD. What are some things that you guys have taken feedback from the community that you're trying to implement with 2 that is not in?
I mean, WASD controls are one thing that over,
I love it.
The 10 plus years of development, we've gotten requests for that for sure. Lots of little things though. I mean, even just in the course of running PAX, because we were at PAX West as well, and Gamescom and all the demos that we've had in the public hands, like, that has done so much for the tutorialization for the game, where we see someone who hasn't played the game before make some mistake that we never would have thought of otherwise. Well, I mean, it's not even really their mistake, you know?
Yeah.
The game should teach you all of these things, and there's places where maybe it doesn't teach you something correctly, and people fall through the cracks, so you have to just patch those up.
Cool. And what are you doubling down on that you found that, your community really likes, that, you just want to, like, we want to keep moving on this, maybe iterate on it, but the community likes it, we're going to make sure we keep doing it?
I mean, a lot of the fundamental systems of PoE1 will be in PoE2, but changed, maybe by 10, 20%, something like that. So things like the skill gem system are still present, the expansive passive tree, the eggs from the golden goose that kept the first game going.
Yeah.
We're definitely not going to be tossing those out. We just want to make them all better.
Cool. And I know that you guys are still early in the process and all this. I know someone was asking earlier about Endgame. Do you guys have some, and not to go through any specifics, but are you thinking, for Endgame, you have some ideas for some different?
Like, there is a definitive plan for some very exciting changes to the Endgame that I can't talk about at all.
Sure, absolutely.
But the plan exists. I can give you that.
Cool. And I ask everybody this, like, what got you into gaming? What led you here?
What led me?
And I actually should say that, like, I know from us talking yesterday, you actually were a streamer of Path of Exile before you worked at the company.
I used to be on the other side of this mic.
Yeah, exactly.
I streamed Path of Exile for 4 or 5 years, and I was on a podcast with one of the co-founders of the company, and was offered a job after talking to them a bunch, and just generally got stupidly lucky.
Yeah. And for all the hardcore PoE fans out there that are mauling at me in the comments right now, listen, I normally cover other games, so part of this is I'm an audience stand-in for my community that doesn't play PoE necessarily. So leave the comments; they're hilarious, please. But just realize that's a little bit what's going on here. You personally though, now like what? Did you start gaming when you were younger, and did you talk to?
So my dad actually forbid video games in the house because he didn't want me to ruin my life.
Okay.
So that worked out really well. It kept me away from them.
Yeah, okay. I can see that worked out really well.
Now that I make a living, he doesn't mind as much.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Well, I appreciate taking the time to talk with me.
Nice to talk.
Appreciate to everybody here for letting me. We're bucking the line. The line has parted for us to be here.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.